Hello everybody, and how are you? My name's Iris Smith. This is Marley again. As soon as I say hello, it turns up. My name is, I'll start again, is Iris Smith, and I'm the owner of a small business called The Flower Patch. And at The Flower Patch, I make beautiful artificial flower arrangements from door wreaths, door swags, things for the home decor, things for the garden decor, funeral tributes, weddings, and much, much more. Right, guys, he's been asleep on the end of the table all day. Well, I say on the end of the table, halfway, so I couldn't put things out or do things because I had to do some buttonholes. And he's not bothered me. And I've got this camera on and it's rolling, and he's decided he's going to come and join in. So, what we're going to do today, before I start, the young lady Rebecca, I will contact you, my darling. I have seen your email. I've just been busy this morning, but once I've finished in just over 2 hours, I will reply. Right, and also thank you for Audrey for Heavenly Scent Cut Flowers, mentioning my name again on her YouTube channel. What a wonderful lady. So go and check her out, guys. She's really very sweet. So today I have had a request, and the request is of a young girl. She said she's only 17, oh, 17, and probably, and she wants me to do a table centerpiece because she wants to do one for Christmas, and she wants it in pinks because her and her sister and her mum all love pink, and they are having family around for Christmas lunch, and she wants to do something so they can see what she has done. So we're going to fulfill her wishes, and her name is Gillian, and that's a nice name, and she wants me to do this for her. So I've gone and gotten out just one brick tray, and I've got one block of foam in here where I've put wreath wrap around it and also placed on pot tape to secure it underneath, so it doesn't fall out. When you place pot tape on, when you place your last piece on going round, place it on top of the tape that you've already started with, then it secures it better. Right, pinks and whites. I've done a bow, and she did say, what was the words? She would like a 5-inch bow, very girly pink. I've done her a 5-inch bow, very girly pink. Look at that. It's just a plain shimmery pink. Then I've got one where it's got gingerbread men on, my favourite, with Christmas trees. Then it's got some like candy pattern, and then I've got a checkered one or gingham. I'm not sure the difference, if I'm being quite honest. Over in the UK we just call it checkered or checked, so we don't really call it, well, I don't anyway, call it buffalo or anything, but I try to call it things that people in other countries call it, just so they know what I'm talking about. So what I want to do with that is place that in the middle. So we are going to do a centerpiece where it comes high and then it goes down. So that's what we've got for that. For our foliage, if my cat allows me to get around, I've got out some, because this is like a bluey grey tint to it, and grey and pink look lovely together. So I've got some silver dollar eucalyptus, And this one I got from my local supermarket, Tesco. I know that because it's basswood and they only sell basswood, foliage and flowers. So I don't know when I've got it, but they do it every year, guys. They also do long stem willows and a few flowers, not much, but they just do mainly foliage. And at the same time, I've got out my dusky pink one. Oops, one's come off. My dusky pink one as well. So I thought we could use that. Let's just stick this back on. I'm feeling much better today, guys. Still got a bit of a ache, but I'm getting there. So thank you for all your lovely messages and your concerns. So that is our silver dollar. I've got this out again where we may need to put on picks. Just a few. As you can see, I've been chopping away. So I've got some of that. I thought a very light green with, looks like it's got a little bit of white in it, you know, a bit of dusty white on it. And again, as always, when it comes to Christmas, I like to place in my conifer. So even though I've got lots up there, I still keep ordering it because I don't like to run out of stock. I place the odd one on single picks in case I need them in the centre. I've just took, I think, no, 2 bunches out of the white fern. This is plastic. I did get this, where did I get this off? Temu, I got this. I spotted it and I thought, let's give it a go. I've not had it before. So it wired right up to there so you can manipulate it, which is good. I've got some of my oddments left. There's a few different ones in there, but of my ivy as well. I've just taken a few, not many out. I may end up getting some more. When I looked, I thought, oh, I haven't really got that many out. But of my lamb's ear. I love, and it's got like crystal shards in it, and it's a beautiful texture, lovely and soft. Stop scratching. Then I've also got some very dusky pink maple. I thought these was off of a vine, and that was from, I think, Lily Jade's floristry. Check it out, Rebecca. Her name's Lily Jade's Floristry Wholesale. She has got a shop online, but she just does do live, where you get it just slightly a little bit cheaper if you go on live to her. I think it's usually Wednesdays and I think maybe either Mondays, or I don't know, Mondays, Wednesdays, or Wednesdays, Fridays, something like that. Well, come on then, move out Mummy's way. I've also got some fiddlehead fern where it's flocked as well. I've cut some down off of a bunch. I thought we may use that for the movement, and with it being flocked and powdery, I thought we could use that. I can hear it raining. And I've got my pink grasses with the beads on and the pink on the ferns. I can't remember where I got these from. I have had these at least over a year, so I'm not sure where I got these from. But I cut them all off the stem. I've left one full stem, but cut them all off, and so I've got them ready cut for when I need them. I went through a stage of doing that. And I've got another couple of pieces chopped, but I've got my mimosa, and this was from my supermarket, Tesco, in white, and they do yellow, so I want to add these in. They're like little snowballs. Now I've gone through my buckets, I've brought the odd bits out, I'm starting to bring things out, and I found just this ruscus in silver. just a few little stems. I thought, let's get some silver in with the pink. It looks beautiful, so we'll use some of that. Oh, I can't see. And I've only found 3 left of these out of the bucket, and these are large ruscus. So I may cut one down into just a couple of pieces and then have 2 on either end. But they're still very glittered indeed. And I think these are beautiful. So we've got those, and to go with a bit of silver, I've got some leather leaf. Just a smaller variety than what I usually buy, but I thought we could use that along the bottom of our arrangement. Now there's a lot of foliage because I didn't really want to bring, oh gosh, I tell you guys, he won't move. And Audrey, when I watched your video, my darling, I would kick him out, but he just keeps coming back. Right, I've got some miniature glittered poinsettias. I can't make my mind up which ones to use because I have got some like a dusky pink ones as well. These ones are plastic, these are silk, so I don't know whether to use those. I think these was from Lily Jades also last year, and I've only got 2 of these what were from Lily Jades. 2 poinsettias of this sort, so I'm trying to use what I've got, and then I know what I haven't got, then I can stock up. So we've got those, aren't they pretty? So they do come like that. You just, you know, open them up. And for white flowers, I've got these daisies what are glittered as well. So I thought we may use those a bit Christmassy. I did get these out, guys, these daisies in pink. But again, I don't know. I may put the odd one in. And down here, because I don't know if I want anything out, I've just grabbed a load of oddments out of my bucket. And I've got bits here, some wispy bits as well, guys, in glitter. So we'll see what I want to place in. So if I can move my cat further down, then all's well that ends well. Go. I'm going to be tough with you today because you won't keep out my way. So I'm going to place the flowers down here to last. Well, I always tend to place them there because it's usually the foliage that I tend to place in first. What are you doing? Keep scratching. Place those with those. Oh, I need those. How did I place those down with the flowers? So I'm gonna sit down, guys, because my stomach is tightening up. I've got, with the looks of it, a couple of oddments on here as well, what I've cut down but not used. And what I want to do is place here. We're going to, I don't want it, or do I want it that long? Because the bow is quite big. Yeah. So we'll keep those at that length. So we're going to stick 2 in either end on the longest end. And I'm just doing that. Hi, Han.
Hello.
And then we'll do the same on the other. And this is very similar to how you would do a casket spray or a coffin spray. And you tend to lean these here so they do touch the surface, because if they was on a coffin or a casket, they would sit and touch the surface. You wouldn't have them flying high, so to speak. So let's use these oddments for around the sides. So I want one here and one here. Again, we're doing shorter on the sides. So we'll go centre, and I'm going up at an angle so it sits on the surface. Like so. How many have I got left? 1, 2, 3. Let's just hold back on those a moment. I want to place one here. And again, I'm going up at an angle so it sits on the surface. I don't want to go further out than what this one is. Like so. Let's get the other one. How many did I have? 3. And I'll do the same on this side. Because this one's got 4 and it just goes straight across, so what I'm going to do is bend the top part like so, take the second one off, so it's like 1, 2, 3, and then I place those on there, on these corners. Oops, a daisy. Do the same with that one. Oops, I've chopped the wrong one off. Oh my good gracious me. Never mind. So then you have that along the bottom. I've now got these little pieces here. So what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to go in like the triangular position. Place one. Oops, I did see. 2. 3. So we'll keep those there. Now I want to use, let's get the conifer. If I can grab it all. Where's the ones with 3? And again, I'm leaving a space here for the bow. So I'm going to place a conifer here. That's not going over the length of the leather leaf. It's staying within. And I've got these single ones. Oh, shall I put those there? Let me just wipe the glue off so I can. Yeah. They'll probably be back soon, guys. And again, I'm going in each of the corners like I have done. I forgot. Oh yes, I've got 2 more left. I've cut these really far down. And I'm doing the same on the opposites in the center. But I'm taking the stem just slightly further up. Now these have got 3. So I'm going to place 1 here, leaning over, like so. 1, 2. And I'm coming in within the center. I usually start at the bottom, but because I'm using this element, I'm placing it where I know I want it to go anyway. Don't want it sticking out too much. Let's just bend. And then the last 2. Again, here and here. So I'm going to go it's not as high as these 2. I'm bringing these down slightly lower. And I'm going in at an angle like that. So what you get is that effect. Right. I'm going to put 8 on a pick. I only want these small picks that I've just chopped off. Because I don't want them on long picks, because they're not going to, you know, stick out too far. I'm keeping them within our boundary. Again, we've with the silver leather leaf, we have created our structure, our line or linear. Linear is your line. And that's what we've created with the silver leather leaf. One, two, three. Oh, look at that. Fabulous, guys. Or is it? No. Oh, it is. That one's a bit too long, so let's just cut that one. Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, it's back. I told you, didn't I? Yeah. Let's get one out of here. Go play. Do what Audrey says. Go outside. Tucker's out, goes outside. Why can't you? Too much attention, you seeker, you are. Right, now with these, I'm going to bring these down. So let me just snip some of the length off. If you can hear any noise, guys, it's my next door neighbour's builders. Again, she's having a roof done. Can you move? Thank you. So here, oops, I've just cut that. Right, one moment, guys, I've just caught a leaf. Let's just snip that so it doesn't look jagged. Right, let's just take that glue off. So I'm bringing this down here. I'm letting that, I am placing things underneath. I just want to allow it to sit up so I can see and judge on what I'd like to be underneath. Yeah. So I'm placing 2 either end on the corners, and I'm going right in with the stem. Oh, that's a bit long. Again, I'm placing it nearer to the top, and this just seems to flop down, so that's good. I'm going to go here. Isn't that weird? Harry just sits down and goes to sleep right next to me. You're not like it, guys, because I'll start moving him. Right, so we've got those. So we've got these two that I'm going to place in the centre. And I want one in between there. And then one on the opposite side to it, in between these conifers. I've just caught the glue. So then now looking from above, you have that. Doesn't a light green look lovely? And you can keep checking, because the bow will sit like so. Doesn't that look pretty? I've still got some more of these if I need any more. Let's take these stems off and I'll keep those. I'll place that there. I'll keep those. Now I've got our, I may place those in a bit later. Only I can't see. First of all, I'm going to place in some of our eucalyptus. I'll hang on to that. I'll sort that out at the end. Now I'm leaving some at this length. Again, well, we'll just chop the stem slightly. And what I want to do with this, I'm going to go, I can get it in. Now, right, let's peel that plastic so it's got the wire showing. There we go. And again, I'm just leaning these over as well. I'm going to cut at a 22-degree angle. It gives it more, I don't know if you can see, more of a point now than what if I did it with the 45-degree angle. I don't know if you can see, this is the 45 on your left and that's the 22. So you can see a bit more of a point. Again, just lift up. Got a bit of the plastic stem what's lifted off. Cut that out. And now I'm only 1, 2, 3. So if I take another one, and with these ones, I'm placing these around here. I'm going higher up with these. Again, I will be placing things, excuse me, in between. And as you can see, I'm going right to the top. And I'm just bending the stem slightly so it leans slightly over. I'll do the same on the opposite. Again, what you do on one side, repeat it on the opposite side. And just keep checking with your bow. Again, I'm going to cut that because I don't need it that long. I've attached the wire when I placed it around the back. I think let's get it in. It's going in right in the centre. Let's see, maybe a little bit further down. That's better. Look at that, guys. Doesn't that look pretty? Oh, my coffee. My husband's put my coffee in. Oh, I always forget. Oh, here he comes again. I'm going to throw you out. I'm going to do what Audrey says. Come on. I'm going to be strict with him today, guys. I'm going to listen to Audrey. Go. I'm going to lock my door. That's it, so he can't come in. Because otherwise he just will keep coming in this between me. Right. Now I'm going to place in our maple around the in between the bottom and the top, so to give that pink around the central point. Again, take your colours and you know, make them go around your arrangement in from top to bottom. So what we're going to do, I'll just place one in. So you can see. So I want it around that level. I feel that everything's in the way. So I want it around this level, because you've got pink, green, pink. And that is what I'm wanting to do. Let's cut a few down. There we go. Use summer's depth. I'll turn it around so you can see. Oh gosh, I've got 1 with 3 on. I've got an extra I've got an extra leaf. Oh well. So I'm gonna so as you can see, oh my, it is that there. And I'm going to do the same on the opposite side. So we've got exactly the same. So I'm basically going corner, middle, corner. And I'll do then the end pieces. So I've done that. So now on the ends here, let me just see if I need one or two. One. I'm placing one on either end. With them being wide, you know, I'll look for some that are sitting like that. With them being wide, they will spread around. Lovely. I love wider leaves when you're doing an arrangement. Like I was talking to a person, James, last night, and he was informing me that he loves to do casket sprays or coffin sprays. That's where I started out doing my floral arrangements in funeral flowers. I loved doing sprays, absolutely loved them. And then we was talking about what we would use or put in for the bottom, you know, for our thicker foliage, and very much similar. And I had a thing, James, about aspidistra. I loved it, absolutely loved it. When you could curl it, you can turn it over, curl it, you can tear it into pieces, you can make something really pretty from it. Right, I've got 3, so I may just place in 2 around the top. And also I use, oh, scraping scraping on the door, Marley is. I used a lot of aspidistra and Italian ruscus. Oh, James, I always loved Italian ruscus. I used fatsia as well, James. If you try fatsia, if you can get it, instead of the monstera leaf, try fatsia. That is bigger and that will cover lots. And the reason I'm putting these maple at the top on the shorter sides is because I've got things along the here, 3 leaves here and only 1 here on either end. So I'm placing another one in to fill this area up on the sides, as you may be able to see, so it's more balanced than having just 1 there, nothing, and then you've got a row of 3 here. So I've done it like so. So that is what it looks like at the moment with the beautiful, isn't it beautiful, maple. So got that. I'll save that one. I don't think as of yet I want any more of that. So let's see about, I should have some oddments in here. I say I should. I went crazy. I used this for a lady's wedding where she had this colour. And she loved it. She chose it. I've got some oddments. Right. We're going to place some of these in as well. I'm going to cut them down and then I'll cut them to size as I need them. Now, again, that's got 2 pieces. So what you can do, if I show you, if you've got pieces like that at the end, and you know, because these are right, again, like that one, they go right down to the bottom on this one, look, go right down to the bottom. So if you get pieces like that, cut all the nodes or the sticky out pieces that are sticking out that you could catch your hand width. And again, there's a long piece here in between this leaf, cut right to the top, just above the leaf at an angle, like so. So then it doesn't look like it's been chopped at. And you can place little things like this, you know, as filler foliage, you know, or dot them around anywhere you wish. I'm going to cut this one again at an angle, and then take all these sharp pieces off what's had something on, and that's just left with one. This isn't anything, you know, these have just got little buds on, if you can see. So that's part of the decoration. Let me just cut that off though, that's got a node on it. So things like that save. Again, they will come in handy for anything that you do like that. So let's again cut these right to use that as one. I can't use that, it's not long enough. So then I'll cut these into little smaller pieces where there's just perhaps one leaf on the stem, like so. Did I do it to the others? No. Place those there. I may use those oddments. They're the two longer pieces. I could place those on the longer end. So now I've got these, wherever they've gone, these longer pieces. I could either bring those under here, so we've got a bit of pink going to the tip, as you can see, of our arrangement instead of just green. Again, bring your colour from here down as far as you can. If it was a floral, it may sit around here, but bring things like the colour down. It adds to the contrast of your arrangement, and it also, you know, interest, it adds also to it. So let me just put a 22-degree angle on there, and I want to leave it, you know, quite bushy, and I'm going to go just above the leather leaf. And just bring some of it down like that. Then I'm going to do the same on the other end. As well. So now we've got these pink ones that I've cut so they're on a little single stem. If you think the stem is too short, just again get a pick and place your own pick in them. I personally don't think that they're too short at all, not for where I'd like them to go, because I'm going on the top with them. And again, I'm not going out the boundary. I'll show you what I've done. Oops, a daisy. And I've just done that with those. And then just under the bow. Oh gosh, that's a long stem. One, two, three. So if I place I'm going to bring two here. And it's just a little bit of a different texture, as you can see, like that. Oh, that's coming off. So let's place one of our own picks in. I wipe off my glue. So I don't want any more. Again, I don't like to, oops, daisy, overdo it. Because we've got much more, you know, quite a lot to go in. So that's that. So as you can see from the top view, I'll keep lifting it up, guys, so you can get a view of it. So as you can see from there, that is how it looks. From this angle, you can see it's high here and it's going down to the point of where your leather leaf is. And the same on this side. So this will sit proudly on anybody's table. I've got to place in a few more bits here, hence the reason I've got other foliage to place under there. It's not, you know, I've just wanted to place things up above because of the bow position. I've got, gosh, I didn't realise how much foliage I'd got out. And because this has got pink in, I want to add this. And it's got lovely movement. And again, I can't remember where I got it from, but it's got lovely movement. If you can see the pink on the ferns and then the swordgrass with the seed pods on top. And I want to use those as movement. I like to always add movement to my arrangements. So where I'm placing these is in the corners. Not forgetting that I've got a boundary. You know, I will still remember that. My cat is just scratching on the door. Don't let me just see if I want 3 in. Yeah. I'll show you how I've placed these. And these are on the middle level. They're not at the bottom. Because I wanted movement. So if I just turn it around, and you can see them here, here and here. Do the same on the opposite side, and I'm placing these again middle section on the corners. I can hear you crying. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you can hear him, guys. And then I've done it there. So again, because I've done it on the sides, I'm going to bring one slightly up, but I am going to lean it so it's slightly drooping over. I don't want it sticking out, you know, looking odd. So I'm allowing it to, you know, lean over. And I'm just placing one on the corners here. Let me just so that's that one on the corner, right in the center there. Now I'm going to do the same on the opposite side. Let's bend that one down a little bit. So I could easily bring some up and intermingle with the bow. So I'm going to go just in between the 4 pieces of the bow, and I'm going to stick it slightly upright or vertical. Two, three, four. I keep dropping the rubber bands and other bits on the floor. As you can see, just here, I've got the 4 corners of the bow, and that is where I'm placing them. That's not going in too well. Let me pull that one out, guys. Take the glue off. If you pull it out, that's the best thing about artificial. You can just pull it out and reposition it. It's wonderful. That's that one. and then our last one in this corner. Oh gosh, Marley. Oh, oh, Audrey, what do I do with him? The thing is, if I take him outside, he just scratches and scratches on the door. And he doesn't stop until I open that door. So, I'll show you from the top. And it's like that. Now with the wispy bits, you know me guys, I love my wispy bits. It gives it movement, and as you can see again, even now I've added more to this, you know, to the arrangement, you can see the highest point, how it goes down into a point. It's not sticking and going at one level, and that's because I've placed things at the bottom, and I've placed things in, you know, staggered them as I've gone down in, you know, side to the bottom. The bottom always being the longest that way, and the highest this way. The sides here, the longer sides, because these are the shorter sides, so the shorter sides are always the longest. The longer sides always shorter than that. So then if you think of it like a diamond shape, you will get that. And you can also get these trays where they have handles on, and you could hang that on a church wall as you walk in on the entrance, or on a pedestal, or even on your door, what makes it look like a swag. And you know, things like that will look fabulous. Let me go and sort my pussycat out. I'm going to take him hopefully in, because after a while I'm one of these guys, the scratching, you know, scratching on a chalkboard. That's how it sounds, because my door is wooden and it sounds like it's going and it's well, let's just say it makes me so one moment, I told you it was a pain. So let's sort him out. I'm just going to be back in a second. Oh my goodness. Sorry about the noise, guys. They're taking off the tiles, the roof tiles, and they go down a chute into a skip. Quite loud. Right. Silver. When I came in, I needed silver. With it being at the bottom, I've tried to take Marley in, but he goes in, and then when I came out, he wanted to come out. So I've just shut the door on him. So I'm going to bring some silver in around, because you've got it at the bottom, you spot it. When I walked in, I spotted the silver as well. So I need to be incorporating silver along around here, going all the way around. So let's see what I've got in these. Again, this is all I've got left. So we'll see what we can do with these. I did my sister a pink wreath last year for Christmas to go on her door, and she loved it. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do it like that. Cut these long ones off, take the bottom leaves off, so then I've got more. If I do that, more. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm sorry about the noise. So by cutting all the little stems that grow off to the side here, I'm cutting just above it, like so. So then it leaves a longer one, and then that's virtually similar length. And then I'm just taking, because there's not much of a stem, I'm taking the bottom 2 leaves off to give me a bit longer stem to place into the foam. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 2 on each side. Right. So here we go with our silver. And I'm placing those around mid-range. So I will place like that, so it's coming up. I'll do it on this other side. So you've got the silver here and here. And then I'll do that on this side in the same place. You may not see much of it, but I've got the thicker ruscus that we can place in. And then I'm going to place 2 on either end. So I've placed 2, 1 here and 1 here. And I'll do exactly the same on this end here. Like that. So now we have the sparkly ones, and because I have only got 3, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna cut. I'm cutting it like down to this size. I'm being careful because it gets everywhere. And I'm going in between the centre of those that I've just placed in. I'm just bending the stem slightly so it's got a bit of a droop down as well. And I've got these left I can place on the side. And we'll place 1 here Again, just droop it down. Because we still want to keep that shape going down. I could put these ones on the side. With them being smaller, again, the longest length side of the foam is the shorter side. Just bend that bit over. So as you can see, I've done it here. Then again, I'll do the same. On this one. Just bend the top bit over as well. So I don't need that one. Right, I've got, I don't know whether I want these in. Let me just chop one off. Yeah, I'll place them in. I don't need all of those. I tend to bring out more than I need. And what I'm going to do with these ones, I'm going to bring these slightly lower down in these gaps, what we've got from here to here. We need something here. So I'm going to bring two, how many have I got? Two, one here, or do I place one here? Two on the longer side, one on here. Or do I place in the corners? Let's place in the corners and turn downwards. I'm just going underneath. Just to add a little bit of a white piece as well. I may need some more. As you can see on each corner here. And I place them there so they give that nice effect of white. And again, I'm bending them over. So basically once they're